Hey, beta testers, it's been a minute. I've been really working on this plugin for you. I know that you might not believe me, but I am. So, and yeah, so there's a lot of new updates. First, I was able to fix the camera issues that we were having. Uh, the camera shape was doing everything wrong for the longest time. When we panned up, it went the wrong way. When you rotated, it went the wrong way. When I changed the orientation, everything went wrong. So everything could go wrong went wrong. So I fixed all camera issues. And as you can see, this is a track from Synthesize put into After Effects, and that's why it kind of locks into place. And I'm kind of move my null around. God, this null just does not want to move fast. But if you move it in here, it's super fast. Whee! So up and down. And we can still do more. And I kind of felt like, oh man, this kind of stinks. It feels like my box doesn't spread out far enough. This is at 100, and it's already at the max that it can be. So it just kind of is flattening. But you can do the overscan and spread it out, but it does spread out in all directions. And see how we still have a hit on the edge here? Yeah, we have that edge right there. Well, I know I can still move my object back. We can also just make another spot. So, it's not like this fire is all that you can have or the largest you can have. I could also change the scaling of my project to be able to do so. So let's just move this back. Moving it back. There we go. Now the fire is still around in this weird way that we don't need in the back alley. Okay, so I did this. Great. You're like, cool. Glad you figured out camera. Other new update. Let's do this. I'm gonna turn this off from being bright. It's just gonna be a 1. We're gonna dense this up. I don't think I need screen. I don't know why I was doing screen. Here's the thing. I'm gonna add lights now because I got support for lights. Layer, new. Let's just start with the basic one so you can see what has happened. So we've got lights. We're gonna make an ambient one. And right now it looks like nothing changed. It's because kind of technically nothing did change. Except for now my light actually affects things. And even the color will adjust depending on it. And if we pull the light down, you don't see the smoke at all. So it's kind of cool. It'll help intensify things and lower things. And that being said, it's like, okay, well, that's cool. You got a light like this. What if you wanted to do a point light? Well, we have point lights too. Let me grab the position of this so I can plop it in here. Is the position right? Whoops, that was from the camera. I want it from here, position of the null, to the ambient light. Paste. So now we have this light that will glow outwards, radiating from, and it does work with shadows as well. Smooth, and we can blow it outwards. So now we can do something cool like this. Or even if we go back into this, because we're kind of working with some weird settings, solid gas blend, it's all gas. We can now make it disappear and appear. And we're not locked to this one thing. So let's say we had an ambient, keep that ambient light there. Ooh, gross. All right, let's go back to this, and I just want to not have that grossness. And let's turn down the ambient. It doesn't need to be 3000, just be 100, like your normal. Let's add in another light. And we'll bring in that point light that we had before and paste that in here. So now we have that point light in here. And we can now colorize that one section with, I don't know, let's go blue. And we'll make it really intense. So where this blue light is, with a smooth fall off, we can now move around through our voxel system. So this is pretty cool. Look at that spirit working its way through. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, well, we could have done this before anyway with, what do you call it? By taking a comp and putting this kind of thing. Yes and no. So now we have more things that we are capable of. This is just another cool new little effect that is part of Voxel Buddy Pro. I have been thinking about something because this is actually working in After Effects 2026. This does work with 2025, but I have another feature and I want to know whether or not you guys want it first. Also, yes, shadows do work. Let's turn off this one. And let's get this guy to be more solid. He's more solid than gas. And then when we turn on the cast shadows, you're probably like, well, nothing happened. Oh, it's because I have that shadow blend mix going on as well. Shadow mix goes to nothing. So as I increase shadow, it just makes alpha. But as you can see, we can dial in how far out it spreads now and do the pixel spread as well. It's not super as reactive, but it does work. And same with the fall off distance and everything with the radius. And this also works with spotlights and parallel lights. I've worked it all out. Environment lights, because those are part of advanced 3D, kind of bother me. So I just kind of left them as environment. And what they do is they act like they're ambient. So if you put it back to point, which is the cooler one, you can get this cool funky glow crap happening this way. Anyway, so this is the new stuff. I hope this is kind of helpful to anyone, that we now actually have 3D space figured out. I have an animation going on, so it's kind of doing all the things. And yes, I could always increase the steps on this, then lower the solid gas blend, and now we have glowy, cool blob in there instead. It's not about that part. The steps don't matter, but what does matter is the effect that we're getting from this whole thing. Now tell me if you think this is cool or not. I'm going to post this on the work part of Motion Graphics Camp, MoGraph Camp. There we go. And I want to see if anybody else is interested in jumping in. I have an idea as well for another thing. I have shapes, but mine are cube, sphere, cone, torus, these things. But in the new version, I'm noticing there's this: cube, sphere, plane, torus, cone, and cylinder. Now what I'd like to do is steal the attributes from these and be like, okay, here we got this sphere. But under the sphere attributes for transform, that's not transform, under the mesh options, we have things like radius and, side caps and cutting it in half like this. I think I would like to almost borrow what they've done here and make it so that way it works along with this version of it. If you think that's a cool idea, let me know. If you don't think it's worth even bothering, because shapes don't matter, I don't know, because I know that 3D and After Effects is still a who knows kind of feeling. But I realized I could find out the mesh options, get those, and be able to plug them in to my mesh shape. So that way I could say, what shape would you like? And instead of picking from this list, you can pick from your stuff here. And it can grab the location information from it and also do all the things. So that way you can have this 3D mesh work with my Voxel Buddy Pro system. If you think that would be cool, let me know. If not, I also have another idea, and tell me whether or not it's worth doing. But using depth maps to create something else. So let me just create a new comp here, because I feel like this is the easiest way to describe what I'm trying to say. Boom. All right. So I haven't done it yet. You know what? If you want to raise and lower where the gradient of, I'm just going to describe it this way, where the gradient line is, I might be able to create a depth map to make that happen. Anyway, let me know what you think. please give me any kind of notes. Every time somebody tells me something, I am dead set on putting it in, and I really, really, really want to work with you guys. So please keep in touch, and we'll talk later. Bye.